Daniela Weiss got a Nobel Peace Prize nomination? Are you f***ing kidding me?
Well, it was a surprise for me too. The one who is most interested in it is my husband. He just wanted to know how much money it is and if he has to pay tax. But if we put this aside, I don't think that that prize is something that is more important than what I do all my life. I dedicate my life to establishing communities on the mountain ridge, and now I'm intending.
No, you have dedicated your life to destroying communities. You psycho.
Even now to establish communities in the entire Gaza area. Then we will continue with our efforts to establish Jewish communities in Gaza. I think that wherever Jews live, there is more chance for peace than in areas where there are no Jewish communities. So I didn't ask for the prize, but if I compare what I do or what Nahala movement, my movement, does to other people or to other organizations, I think that we do a lot for peace in the Middle East and in the world.
But as you know, since the start of this war 2 years ago, there has been aggressive expansion of
settlements. We're just on the worst timeline, guys. I don't know how we did this, but here we are.
On the West Bank, for example, very aggressively fought for and land seized and Palestinians displaced from their home. I wouldn't categorize that as peaceful actions. In fact, it's quite the opposite, isn't it?
It is strange to call what Jews do in their home.
I mean, they did this last time. This is the second time, at least, that she's been on the show.
Homeland, in the land that was given to us by God.
The God defense. Sky Daddy said so, guys. Sky Daddy said so. I do not understand. You're saying you're going against God. What is she implying? She's implying that Piers is Amalek. Piers is the subservient, subdominant Goyim. They are literally against God. What they are doing to the Palestinians is what they will do to you. That's right. When the time comes, watch yourself, Goyim.
To call this grabbing or by force, this is our land, this is our homeland, and to be specific, we care to establish communities on government property. So, I mean, the word that you use...
This is the size of my husband's little wee-wee. We call him a little tuna can. It fit in my hole like a lump of coal in big sock.
Should be taken back by you.
Well, not really,
because it's
not really. Well, let me explain why I won't. Because the UK government sanctioned you in May of this year. In the sanctions, you were described as having been involved in threatening, perpetrating, promoting and supporting acts of aggression and violence against Palestinian individuals. The vast majority of the international community, including the UK, considers these settlements illegal under international law. Last year, the UN's top court, the International Court of Justice...
Ah, yes, international... Look, she's having a hemorrhage in her brain right now as she's listening to this.
...said Israel's occupation of Palestinian territories is against international law.
Don't read a Zionist Jew international law, Piers. Are you crazy?
You know, when I last...
Don't tell the chosen people anything about international laws. Please. They're the Jews. Have you noticed? Do you remember the whole...
It's very strange.
You didn't even use the term Palestinians. I spoke to you last time. Are you prepared to acknowledge there are Palestinians?
I can see the sweat forming on her brow as he's reading her the complaints and the condemnations from the international community.
First of all, I think the British government made a big mistake
in maybe creating the state of Israel. Yes, I agree.
By ignoring that the initial right to the land of Israel is the right of the Jews.
First of all, I think the Palestinians made a really big mistake by breathing.
Palestinians are an invention, and it was invented as a result of the big...
That's right. The Palestinians were invented by AI. They were invented on a farm to manufacture artificial human beings. They're not real, whereas we are Israel. Look at what room is she in? Is she in downtown Gaza right now? She's already in a tunnel. She set up a command center for the rabid settler cult that goes and resettles Palestinian lands. What do they call them? The Gush Emanum or something?
Taken first of all, I think the British government made a big mistake by ignoring that the initial right to the land of Israel is the right of the Jews. Palestinians are.
When did the British government ignore the right of the Jews, as she calls it? I mean, this is what's so crazy, is that the British government is the number one patron and the number one reason that the Zionist project was able to ultimately birth the state of Israel. The Balfour Declaration, going back to 1917, made clear that its intention was to establish a Jewish national homeland in Palestine for the rights of the Jews, for the right for the Jews to return.
An invention, and it was invented as a result of the big success of the ingathering of the Jews to the land of Israel after 2,000 years diaspora.
That's weird, because they didn't call it the land of Israel, they called it mandatory Palestine.
When was Israel created? When was Israel created?
I love that Piers is like, he's been listening to Norman Finkelstein, and he's like, okay, now I'm going to put on my best anti-Zionist performance. I can do this.
Was Israel created?
Yes.
We were created in the year 1948 of the creation of the world.
How's she going to get herself out of this? She just acknowledged that it was 1948. I'm confused as to their history. So Israel was created in 1948, but yet it goes back thousands upon thousands of years, and God said so?
Okay. Just to be clear, the state of Israel is only...
Look, now she starts getting crazy and she starts talking to herself. She just decided, like, Piers gets under her skin. This happened before. I can see how this is gonna go. She's already like, it's like listening to someone that's so insular. They're so insulated in their own little bubble of a culture, or whatever you want to call it. It's not a culture, but it's fake. But they're so myopic. They don't really talk to the outside world much. All they talk to is other rabid cult settlers that have the same crazy religious brain rot swimming inside their heads as they do. So once they like talk to somebody that's like in a different country or anywhere that's not Israel, it's just, this is what you see. You see the madness start to show. Look at her. She's like having an existential crisis. She can't, so she just got to start talking to herself, because she can't talk to Piers. He doesn't understand.
Most people don't know. You missed me, because it didn't let me finish.
Shouting.
There's no reason to shout. You said 1948.
48. 1 second. 1948 for the creation of the world. It's interesting to see.
For the creation of the world? I think what she's trying to say is 1948 is when Israel was recognized by the world. But how she, whatever.
That when Abraham got a promise from God for the land of Israel.
The miracle book, right. Sky Daddy said so in the miracle book. Can she give us an answer that isn't rooted in their own little interpretation of ancient history according to their own miracle book?
The world.
The answer is no.
Existed 1948, and now in modern history, in 1948, the modern Jewish state was established. That was the only historical point that I wanted to make. You didn't let me finish the sentence, so I had to raise my voice.
Oh my goodness! Never interrupt the
Palestinians.
I have no intention to have any fight.
Do not inconvenience the.
I don't mind what kind of conversation we had, but you say the Palestinians don't exist.
I didn't get your comment.
Your position is that the Palestinians don't exist. So what are they?
They are an invention. She just said
it's an invention. It's an invention that is not as.
So the millions of Palestinians that are living in Palestine don't have a human heart or a brain. They're not actually people. They don't have lives.
As secondary to the important fact that the Jewish nation, that the land of Israel belongs only to one nation, and this is the Jewish nation. The Palestinians.
I hope the evil that's in her heart, the callousness, the cruelty, I hope it eats her alive.
Are Arabs who try to compete with the big success of the Jews in the land of Israel.
I don't see how it couldn't, you know? I don't see how you can live a life like this crazed inbred settler has.
And actually, the word Palestine was used by...
And not have it have a consequence, you know?
By Adrian, the Roman
Look, she got lost
emperor.
in her own brain rot.
But the modern Palestinians are Arabs who want the same place.
So you saw how she caught herself? She's like, whoops, I said the P word. Damn it. I just admitted that they are people. I just recognized their national identity. The modern Palestinians. And she's like, I mean the Arabs. Did you catch it? Let's go back.
The land of Israel. And actually, the word Palestine was used by Adrian, the Roman...
Hadrian. The age of Hadrian.
Emperor. But the modern Palestinians are Arabs who want the same place that the Jews made a paradise of. They want to take it from us, and we won't let it happen.
But actually what's happening is you want to take their land, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Okay, so you make your position, I make mine, and the world will judge.
You say tomato, I say tomato. Let's just call the whole thing off. Let's just more kids.
And I mean, you know, it's interesting that when there are historical facts that can be proven, and then you cling to what?
That's just the thing, though. What she's saying can't be proven. That's precisely... It's not even really the issue, because even if their biblical interpretation of history was correct, it doesn't give you the precedent and the agency to millions of people and ethnically cleanse their land. And if you sense a little bit of tiredness in my voice, a little bit of a loss of patience, it's there. It's there for a reason, because as we know, and as we've gone through many times, and as I've told you before, their talking points don't change. They don't need to change. They can continue doing what they're doing. They're not forced to change. So they can keep repeating the lies with impunity. Doesn't matter. And that's what all good reactionaries do, because as soon as they start evolving, as soon as they start recognizing reality, you know, entertaining a counterpoint, that's the end of their project. So it's like, I'm tired of like going through this.
I
really don't understand what history you represent.
Well, just taking Ms. Weiss, taking your argument to its logical extension, then you believe that Israelis and Jewish people should be entitled to all of the West Bank and all of Gaza. If it's your land, as you say...
Not just all of the West Bank. It's not bank. Bank is a narrow place.
Okay.
It's the major part of the area between the Jordan River and the Mediterranean.
So you would like just...
Now, to this, I would say that the West Bank has always been priority number one for the Israelis. And if you take a look at the map, you can see why. I mean, the West Bank is... I'm saying that in comparison to the Gaza Strip, because the West Bank is huge compared to the Gaza Strip. So really what they've always really been after is the West Bank, and they use Gaza Strip as a punching bag. Look at that face I paused on.
Just to be clear, you would like all of the land from the river to the sea to be Israeli Jewish, yeah?
No, I want all the land from the Euphrates to the Nile. What do you mean?
She's like, what do you mean? I want more than that. That is not enough.
Why hide the
I'm just curious what you
history?
I'm curious what you intend to do with all the Palestinians who currently live there.
Those, you see, I trust in God. I trust, and.
Oh my goodness! You see that? When she said God, she like leapt out of her body.
I live by faith, by Emunah, and by the Bible.
Yeah, but what are you going to do with all the millions of Palestinians? What happens?
I'm telling you, Joshua, the first settlers,
These are such weird people, man. They're so strange. And just get them in front of the camera, man. Just keep talking, Daniela. Old fella. I mean, really, keep talking, because it helps you. It helps us. I mean, it actually works against you.
He gave me
I don't need a history lesson.
Oh yeah, she's incredibly condescending. I'm sure it'll get worse too.
So asking you, what do you intend to do with the millions of Palestinians who currently live in Gaza and the West Bank?
Exactly what Joshua did. Joshua came with us from Egypt. He had to cope with 7 peoples who lived here. Why God chose to bring us from Egypt to such a complicated place and not to Canada, I don't know. But the fact of the matter is that Joshua...
What's funny is that, like, settlers did go to Canada. Jews did go to Canada, you know? They settled the land. Canada, another settler colony. Another white settler colony.
said, those who accept our sovereignty, our government, will stay. Those
I love how she just kind of, like, quietly acknowledges that she's just a settler colony project. Why did God send us to such a strange place where we didn't belong?
who fight will fight them. And those do not accept our sovereignty, our government, they will go to other places. There is a clear formula. So I do not have to
Well, there is a
invent.
clear formula.
I just
It's
go
actually
by
just
the
to be-
Bible.
Yeah, but again, to be clear, your clear formula, there's a legal term for it. It's called ethnic cleansing. What you're saying is if Palestinian people...
She's like, ah, yes, this word again. You guys say ethnic cleansing like it's a bad thing.
not subscribe to the fact they should be ruled by Israel and have you as their sovereign state,
right.
then they have to leave, right? So
Right.
6-7 million Palestinians would have to leave and go and live elsewhere. That's your position.
Isn't this from Poland? As I say that, somebody says, girl, you're Polish.
What? Why do I know from modern history that when there was an attempt to switch between Arabs who live in Judea and Samaria and those who live inside the official state of Israel, Arabs did not want to leave Israel because we are a successful country, because it's good to live in Israel. So
Might make a right.
Arabs who accept Israel and who accept the state of Israel and who accept the government of Israel, they live here good life.
So
Those who
if
fight us,
They live here a good life. We just want to dance again.
If a Palestinian agrees that they should live under the sovereignty of Israel, they can stay. But if they don't, they have to
they
leave.
stay.
But if they don't, they have
You
to
see?
leave.
Sure.
Great. So really what
Accept your domination or goodbye.
you're saying is you're a superior race who should be dominant over the Palestinian people.
You know,
Here comes the laughing and the coping.
no, it's a funny story. I want to be polite.
I don't find any of this very
As
funny.
if that-
Yeah.
what do you say?
I don't think any of this is very funny.
Oh,
No,
it
I'll
is
tell you.
hilarious.
I'll tell you why I laugh. Because you can use the word superior. Like, if the French is proud of being French, he is superior to the
my
British. And you know
God.
the famous, it's not famous, a joke that the British say, the British
my
say
God, she's
that
awful.
the continent was, because of fog, was
just so
off
crazy.
from England.
Look at her, it
England
gets
is
worse.
the empire, and the continent is secondary. So you see in this superiority, what do you see in it? Each nation is proud of its heritage, of its culture.
Patriotism and genocide are two different things. Okay, you can be proud to be from one's country. You don't get to be genocidal psychopaths. Just because you're proud of your country doesn't mean you get to destroy another country. And look at her as she fumbles through an answer. I mean, she just looks like a raving psychopath.
Of its tradition. What's superior about it? Israel is our homeland. It's the homeland of the Jewish nation, and we are proud of it. Those who do not...
Jews are not a race. The Jews are not an ethnicity. Anyone can be Jewish. There's Chinese Jews. There's African Jews. Jews do not have a shared ancestral homeland. That's a nationalist myth.
accept it will not stay. If, God forbid, if you go to another country and you do not accept the rules of the other country, then you cannot stay.
Okay.
So what's superior in it?
I think we all
This is
hear
why I say it's funny.
we all hear
It's
you loud
funny
and
to
clear. I think
distort.
it's
He could have pushed back, but Piers did not. Piers did not choose to push back against her straw manning of patriotism to mean we get to ethnic cleanse and establish Lebensraum, basically.
Such a basic thing.
This is one of the more ludicrous pitches for a Nobel Peace Prize I think I've ever heard in my life. But I appreciate you joining me on Uncensored, Daniela Weiss. Thank you very much.
That was so soft. Look at Piers' face right now, everybody. Study his face. This is the face of a soft chode. He could have gone harder.
Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe to the page to help it grow. And if you'd like to support my work, join my Patreon for exclusive content.